Hi, I'm Sparkle. I'm a twin. My other half is named Amor. Our parents decided our particular names because what's love without fire? Well, I don't know about all that, you know, it sounds like a little bit too much of that Rick James stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that's another story. Okay, so, you know, Amor, he was born first. So he's the leader of this little group my parents called the Wonder Twins. And let me tell you, most of the opinions that came out of my mouth, they weren't mine. Child, they were Amor's or my parents or borrowed from some man or woman from behind a pulpit. And I always hated the question, what do you think? Oh, and let me tell you, Amor was notorious for asking me my thoughts on stuff. It really got on my nerves though. But let me tell you about this time. Ooh, it was like 7 years ago. My dear brother, he really got on my nerves. Ooh. See, it was about 5 o'clock, and I had left work to go meet him for dinner at this place called Grandma's, a soul food restaurant over here off of North Tryon. I was diving into my salmon patty and my fried pickles, you know, woo. Yeah, don't act like you don't know about fried pickles, because if you don't know, now you know. Okay, so anyway, I had no idea that my brother thought I had some sort of self-image issues. Okay, so we were sharing this huge slice of sweet potato pie until he asked me this question. He said, Sparkle, do you have a problem with your hair? So I stopped. Now I'm thinking, me, Sparkle? A problem with my hair? So I said, hell no, okay? I don't have a problem with my hair. My hair is long and thick, and it has lots of body. What you talking about? He said, oh my gosh, he was shaking his head. He was like, Sparkle, Sparkle, you know, kind of holding it like my voice was giving him a headache. He said, listen, I'm your twin brother. You and I grew in the same womb together. We basically showed up in the place within minutes of each other. So we grew up in the same house, and although we're grown, we still live in the same city. I talk to you every day. And I can't even remember the last time I seen your hair, your real hair, not that on your head, your real hair. All I'm saying is, all the only thing I'm asking is, do you have a problem with your hair? So I just kind of sat there because I just wasn't prepared for all of that, and I thought about it. See, I could have told him a lie, but then it's no use to me lying to him because he always knew when I wasn't telling the truth. So I told him the truth. I said, yes, Amor, I have a problem with my hair. Okay, it's soft and it's thin, and that's why Mama started letting beauticians put relaxers in my hair since the 3rd grade. Shoot, I could just hear Mama now. Ooh, Sparkle, you got to get a relaxer. Your hair too soft and thin to hold a pressing. You know, she sounded like Loretta Devine. It was just crazy. And you know, the thing is that really affected me. So yeah, I put in weave so that my hair could be long and I could be versatile, okay? I could do anything with it, yeah. So there it is. Okay, he just looked at me. He just had no idea what all of that had to do with me putting weave in my head. So, okay, yeah, I had to break it down to him. I said, look here, bro. Okay, my hair is not like Mama's, not like Yvette's, all right? My hair they're beautiful women, beautiful black women with that long, thick hair that kind of hangs down to their shoulders. You know, my hair is not like that. My hair was short and thin, okay? That's why I put the stuff in my head. and laugh all you want, mister, but the men like it, okay? And if they like it, baby, I love it, okay? Shoot. Honey, I'll get the attention with the hair weave in my head, okay? I could go anywhere, honey. I can go to the grocery store, I can go to the gas station, I can go anywhere, and the men all pause when I get the hair weave in my head, okay? I can get picked up by all kinds of men, okay? So there it is. So then he had this look on his face, like he always does with this little smirk, and he's like, yeah, well, sounds like the weed picking up the men to me. Like a hell, that ain't funny. That's what I thought, because I knew better than to say what I really thought. Yeah, because he had that look in his eye that let me know all too well that he was ready to get into it with me about my hair, and I just wasn't really, interested in getting into that conversation. And plus, the thing is that, see, he didn't understand. He was a man, a black man with that thick, black, curly hair. You know, that little Smokey Robinson hair, you know what I mean? And I could still remember the little girls running behind him. Ooh, your brother got some good hair. Ooh, y'all got some Indian in your family. It's kind of boom. So that really, what he said really made me mad. Because I was sitting there thinking, who the hell does he think he is getting into my shit about hair? You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. And it made me mad, but I kept that to myself. So late on that night, went home, and before I went to bed, I started writing in my journal about the things that happened that day. And I reflected on my conversation with my brother and how it affected me. And as I was jotting down my thoughts in my little Hello Kitty pink journal, yes, Hello Kitty, I wrote, my hair is my mask. It's what I put on to hide my true self from the world. Yes. But I have to say, yes, indeed, it took 9 months, 9 long months of praying, fasting, meditating, a couple of Long Island iced teas, but I cast out my hair demon. Yes, I did, yes. Say amen, amen. Woo! Yes, indeed. Coming in a Hyundai. Yes, he did. Woo, he got me out of that. Yes, indeed. I walked around for 9 months without a relaxer in my hair. What they didn't understand is that I needed to make a change, but I didn't know what I was going to do with my hair until one day I walked in my hair salon, and honey, I snatched off my wig. And I told Sherry to cut all of the relaxer out of my hair, all of it out of my hair. And I must have looked like I'm in business, because without even asking a question, honey snatched me up, put me in a hair washing bowl, washed my hair, conditioned it. And then when she was finished, took me over there, blew dry my hair, grabbed her shears, honey. And then she bent my head over and proceeded to cut my hair. And at that moment, I don't know, I felt free. I felt relaxed and relieved. I felt empowered until I heard a gasp. Now, it was a woman in a chair beside me gasping. She gasped at the sight of my long but thin hair lying on the floor. I felt a little fearful, I felt a little fearful. But then, I just let it go. let it go. And I let Cheryl do her thing, honey. Or was it Cheryl? I can't remember. She changed her hairstyle so much, I don't even know who she is. But you know, for about 2 weeks after that, you know, I kind of questioned myself. I questioned myself whether or not I did the right thing, because you don't understand, when you go from a relaxed sparkle to a natural sparkle, see, people start looking at you different. People start reacting to you different. People start responding to you differently. But then one day, this is when I got my confirmation. I was leaving work, and I happened to look outside and notice that it was raining. It's raining pretty good out there. I realized I had left my umbrella in the car. So I sat there and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't go outside and let the rain mess my hair up. And then I heard, well, why not? I mean, it's only a little drizzle. I thought to myself, I'm like, what does this chick, what is she talking about? Okay, she has no idea. She has no idea what I have to go through when I go out here in the rain, and the water messing my hair up. And you know what? In the middle of all that, I realized, girl, why are you tripping? You are no longer bound. You should be no longer fearful of the rain. Girl, why are you tripping? So in the midst of that, I said, okay. And I embraced it. So I went on out there towards my car, walking, and I'm gonna tell you, something remarkable happened. Something beautiful happened. I felt raindrops on my head. They just hit my scalp. And it was the most beautiful feeling. Not because it was cool, but because I was able to stand out and get my hair wet, let the rain just fall on my head, and I did not even care. Had no care in the world. And I stood there in the middle of the parking lot, and I'm like, wow, is this what it feels like to be a white woman or some other nationality? And I walked through the rain, and I got in my car and I went home. Because you see, I thought that I did not like my hair. But the truth is, I didn't like me.